I noticed, I mean, you did a beta test on the app. So for those who are very interested, I'm going to leave the QR code on the screen afterwards, as well as a link in the description. Try it out, give your feedback as well. The way that it came about, right? If you've used, I mean, I've tested the app out. It's almost like a friend to remind you about what's important, how you're feeling, and just getting a gauge of what you're doing. And it's what I thought was really cool, as in, even in a corporate setting, we're looking at not just the mental side of things, but the physical side. And physical, by physical, it also means your hormones, your sexual energy, and things like that. So it covers 360 of everything. I mean, what led you down this particular rabbit hole, though?
So I guess what started me on this journey was I worked in investment banking in London for 8 years, a traditionally very high stress industry. And, you know, shock horror, I suffered from stress myself. And when I kind of got myself into a better place and I looked around me, I could see every single one of my colleagues who are incredibly intelligent, hardworking, motivated, driven people, all exhibiting signs of stress and various kind of symptoms related to that. And I just thought, why on earth are we not doing something about this? So along with a colleague, I founded a mental health network, which kind of acted like an internal organisation to the wider organisation. So sort of acted like a startup. And we were focused on improving awareness for mental health issues and support for employees. And it actually became a really big part of that corporate culture and significantly changed the culture. It really gave people different avenues to learn about their minds, to take steps to improve it. And we were able to provide more support for employees. As part of that, I started doing public speaking in London around mental health in banking and various different engagements like that. I happened to sort of separately leave in 2020 to do an MBA, which was something I'd always wanted to do. And on graduating from that MBA, when I was thinking, right, what do I want to do now? Do I want to go back into finance? Do I want to do something else? It just kind of seemed obvious what I needed to do, and that was to start my own business. It's something that I'd always been interested in. And it was obvious what I wanted to start that business in because this was a personal passion of mine. Whilst I hadn't sort of worked in that industry directly, I had working experience in delivering solutions for corporates. And I could see from that side some of the gaps and some of the issues that weren't being addressed, that, you know, when I was working in the bank and working with providers, the stuff that wasn't being delivered or needs that weren't being met. So yeah, I started Evexia Collective, and, you know, we're coming up to a year old at the moment. And that journey has, you know, taken us down many interesting ways. The idea has evolved and matured as we progress, and I'm sure it will continue to do so as we, you know, test hypotheses out with customers and corporate customers and individual customers.